A man reached into a small hole inside a narrow cave. He was trying to pull something out, but his hand got stuck. The space was simply too tight. He struggled to free it, but it wouldn't budge. Soon, the pain was written all over his face. His friend tried pulling him back, but that only made it worse. The hand was jammed even tighter, and the pain grew unbearable. Then, by slightly adjusting his position, the man slowly managed to pull his hand free. But as soon as it came out, water suddenly began to gush from the hole. He looked at his hand. The gold ring he'd been wearing was gone. Something about this cave felt off, just as suddenly as it began. The water stopped flowing. It was as if something inside the cave was toying with them. Curious, the man filled a pipe with gunpowder, added a firecracker, sealed it shut, then placed it inside a crack in the cave wall. They lit the fuse and ran to hide nearby. The explosion shook the entire area, and a surge of water burst out from the cave. Along with it, a strange box tumbled out. A skull symbol carved into its surface. They suspected the box had been blocking the water. But how did it survive such a powerful blast? Their curiosity only grew stronger. They noticed one side of the box was sealed with wax. When they melted the wax, a key dropped out. They used the key to open the box. Inside was an old skull, likely a sacred object used in some kind of ritual. They returned to the cave, searching for answers. The wall carvings suggested the skull was part of a sacrificial offering. They decided to go deeper into the cave, hoping to find the rest of the skeleton and bring peace to the spirit behind it. But as they ventured further in, the air grew heavier, the cave more eerie. Then Robinson stepped on a hidden trap. The stone door behind them slammed shut. Robinson managed to escape, but Friday was trapped inside. Robinson searched around and found a sunken stone. He pressed it hard. The door opened again. Back together, they made a pact. They wouldn't turn back. They'd go forward. Soon, they reached a narrow bridge, spanning a deep pit. Robinson crossed carefully, terrified, but halfway through, the old bridge began crumbling beneath them. With great effort, they made it across, and realized there was no turning back. Moving ahead, they found a dense forest, and beyond it, a wide valley. In the middle of the valley stood a stone grave. Inside it, a headless skeleton. They placed the bones into a bag. But as they worked, someone was secretly watching them. On the way back, they were met by a wild dog, and soon, a second dog appeared. They realized they had to run. They sprinted toward the cave, and blocked the entrance with a branch. Then they rushed toward the same unstable bridge. It was their only way out. They crossed it quickly, fear pounding in their chests. The stones behind them collapsed. The bridge crumbled, but they kept running. Once outside, they blocked the cave entrance with rocks. But one of the dogs had followed them all the way to the shore. Friday then threw the bag with the skeleton into the sea. As soon as it hit the water, the dog grew silent, and quietly walked away. Robinson understood. Those dogs weren't just animals, they were guardians of the skeletons. And now that the soul had been laid to rest, their job was done.